What's good, everybody? It's your boy Kev, and welcome back to another episode of Intunes. Today, we will be unboxing and reviewing the Marvel Legends X-Men Krakoa style, and this is build. So cool. Without further ado, let's just hit that. We're gonna start off with Moira McTaggart. She was in the early stages of X-Men ever existed back in the 60s, and then they haven't had anything normal for her. Then Jonathan Hickman had revamped the X-Men, pretty much retconning a few things. So her mutant powers, because before she wasn't a mutant, but her mutant powers is she reincarnates over and over again. It's an amazing comic read. So definitely check out X-Men's, Jonathan Hickman's X-Men. It's Marvel, but anyway. So here's her articulations. Her arm can go all the way up like so. Her coat itself, you can take it off, but I'm assuming after you take the arms off, and we'll see why we can do that. The rest of her arms turn 360. The elbow goes all the way up this far, and it goes this far back. It kind of like stops because of this part right here. Her leg, she's wearing a skirt. Skirt has a split, so it can go, this how far forward her legs can go. Just keep it centered. How far back her knee can go. So it looks like that. Her ankle goes all the way up like that, and her other foot goes all the way up like that. 360 turnaround head. Far down she can look, far up she can look. It kind of stops because of her hair. Her accessories that comes with her, we have 2 arms. That's why I said the coat can come off. She comes with a scarf, a book, and another head with the hat that can go with the scarf, and the Build-A-Figure body part, and it's the leg. Not sure which leg it is. Yeah. So that's Moira McTaggart. Fascinating. Going on to the next. We have Magneto. He's in his all white. Magneto in the comics is no longer a villain. You read the comics, you get to know. So it's silver and white with black in it. Let's see. So this cape can come off, and I just put it on just to see what it looks like, and just get it over his McNoggin. You know, plastic. The part that can go inside him, his back. This is what Magneto looks like. Is the helmet able to take off? No. They glued the helmet on. Alright. Far arms up can go. Forward. Rotation of the wrist. 360. How far back the arm can go. It's nowhere. He can twist his arm right here like so. You got twist his leg right here. As you can see, it's how far forward the leg goes. Twist it back into position. How far back the leg goes. Bend the knee. That's how it looks right there. It's how far back his ankle goes. How forward his ankle goes, which is nowhere. Nothing really too excitement about him other than when his cape is on. He has other things that come with him. His accessories are 4 hands. He gets 4 hands. You can change them out, and he comes with 3 of the Build-A-Figure Sentinel. Alright, that's Magneto. Got real quick, his head with the cape on doesn't interfere, can go all the way down like so, and his head goes only up that far. So that's about it for Magneto. On to our next one, which is Cyclops. Same as him, head goes all the way down like so, can go up, back like so. Without the cape on, his head, Magneto's head can go all the way back to look up like this. Head 360. his head is also changeable. We'll see how and why. This is how far up his arm goes, far forward his arm goes. Again, with the hand wrist, it 360s around. As far back as his hand goes, that's about it. His leg can also turn around up near the thigh area. 360, how far back his foot can go, how far up his foot can go, if you can see that. Knee going up like so, and far back like so. He can twist at the waist, bend backwards and forwards at the chest area. McTaggart can do it, and so can Magneto. I'm sorry I forgot to do that. Let's see. His accessories that he comes with. Oh, look at that. His ankle twisted like that. Left to right. Doesn't break off. Left to right. Can Magneto? Magneto can do it, and so can McTaggart. So that's one thing that we know about that. And I'm sorry, I apologize. I forgot to show that or to even look if it does that. Accessories for Cyclops is another headpiece with his beam. You can put that in there, boom. And the Build-A-Figure is the, looks like the left arm. It's right there. Why did I even do what I just did? Next, Wolverine. So here he is. He just smiling, cheesing. It's kind of dangerous, little suspect. And he's short compared to everybody else. I'll show you. Head goes all the way down like so. Head comes all the way up like so. 360 turn around. And here's something different that Cyclops and Magneto so far don't have. And you can see by his back. So his arm can go back like so and come in the front like so. So bam and bam. I'm about to put it normal. Bam, bam. That's something different. He comes already with his claws out, 360. His hand wrist can go all the way forward up like so, as far up. And this is as far back as it goes. His leg area, as well as his torso, bend him forward, can bend him back as far, forward, far. His leg can go all the way up like so. With his ankles as well, they can twist the side to side, 360 around if you really wanted to. As far back as it goes right there, which is nothing, and then goes all the way up, which is also not that far. So that's Wolverine. To show the accessory for Wolverine, he just gets a head. He does not get an extra piece for the Build-A-Figure, but our next person does, and the good old Professor X himself. Just like Wolverine, he can bend his arm forward just so like that, and bend it back just a little bit, not that much. He has on his helmet, this is the Cerebro. So if you ever watched the cartoon, the Cerebro was a big building he goes into, or room, and he puts on his helmet. This way he's able to be mobile with it. Bam. His arm goes all the way up like that. 360 hand rotation. Hand can go back like so. And all the way forward like so. Arm up like that. Knee or leg bends like that. All the way back for the foot. All the way forward for the foot. That's it. Yeah. Same twist here. It can bend at the torso himself. Accessories that comes with Professor X are another head with a clear thing in the back. It's like he's doing his telepathic thing. 2 other hands, and the right side of the arm for the Build-A-Figure. We have Marvel Girl. She's in her old costume as she was back in the 60s when they first made her. Not a lot going on here. How far up her arm can go forward. The wrist can only go that far forward, and the wrist only goes that far back, as you can see. Head can't turn 360 unless you move the hair out the way. You know, you got to do all that with the hair. It can't go all the way back, all the way forward because of the hair being in the way. Her body half can turn 360. Move my hand so you can better see that. She can't move or bend at all. The leg goes all the way back like so. Front leg can only go as humanly possible. Ankle is all the way back like so. Other ankle is all the way up like so. That's that. Her accessories is the Cocoon flower, where you plant this, you can travel anywhere in the world in the comics. The other leg and foot for the Build-A-Figure, and 2 hands are most likely to use her powers, and I think to possibly hold the Cocoon flower. The last bit of the figures that come with this is the Omega Sentinel. Let's get into it. Her arm can only go up far like that because of the plate, but it's nice that even when I bend her arm up, the plate kind of like bends to go up, as if you're wearing a costume like this. Her arm goes all the way forward like so. She can, ooh, well, that's because the hand can come off. Pop that back in. There we go. Now you know it works. Head 360, no hair blocking her from right now. As far down as she can look, as far up she can look. Okay. Turn at the top of the torso, not really that much. Can bend forward this much, can bend back this much without actually having to bend her over. But when you do bend her over, her legs kind of go out like that, like she's sitting on the floor, but can't, you know. Anyway, twist at the upper thigh, 360. How far her foot goes in, and how far back her foot goes, like that. 360, and can also do with her ankles. It's twist to the left and sound like somebody just cracked the ankles. As far back as her leg can bend, as far back as it goes up. And that's the Omega Sentinel. Her accessories, now she comes with the torso of the Build-A-Figure, which is right there. She gets 2 android hands put in her arms. She also comes with a head, because sometimes she has the human look-like face, and it comes with hair. I doubt I'll be able to do a look all the way back, but that is what it is. Now let's build. Well, we're going to review each body part. Because there's 2 legs and 2 arms, we're just going to focus on 1 leg. So what I've noticed is it can't turn all the way, but this is how far back it can bend once it's on, and how far forward it bends forward. As far as the ankle goes, it does twist to the left and right, like the rest of the guys. Can't do a 360. As far back as it will go, as high up it will go. The hand, the wrist goes all the way back, and then it comes all the way forward. It's kind of creepy. There's no articulations, but these are plastic, obviously, so you can bend them a little bit, but you know, nothing really to it. The arm does go 360 around, and it goes like that. I guess once it gets inside, it'll go like that. As far as bending forward, as far forward it will go. As far, oh, that's far back. That makes sense. That was far back as it goes, is how far forward it will go. The torso of the body, 360 all the way around. It can't bend. It bends forward like that. Didn't look like it did anything, but you see the back bulged out like that. As far back as it will go. This part of the leg goes up once we connect the leg together, and that's about it. We got 3 heads. They all seem to do the same thing because of this ball joint in the back, so you can, you know, move the head around. That's about it. Sorry, that's about it right there. That's what it looks like. Who knew Brainiac was in Marvel? Alright, so we'll start with doing the legs. So it doesn't say which one is at the bottom, but if I had to guess, this is the right leg. Put on, bam, and I guess this is the left leg. Or this would be the right. And then, no, I don't know. We'll see. Just push them in, bam. No, that's about right. I guess because it twists and turns, it doesn't really matter. So we got that so far. We'll do the arms. This is clearly the right arm. Has a little socket. Just push in. Give a little tug. It's in. Left arm. Give it another little tug. It's in. As far as the heads go, I don't think it matters, but we'll try to see anyway. I don't think they all interfere with one another. And they have like a ball joint, so you just be able to push these guys in. I'm sorry that this is taking forever, but yeah. For you guys, it was a split second, but for me, that took a good minute. But that's what it is with the head on, and then we'll be doing the stand test, but with it on. As far up the arms can go, 360 all the way back without a problem. And I did realize that there is a difference between the legs. If you look closely, they got the 2 dots on each side. So I'm going off the dots. Bam, bam. Oh, and then that makes sense because this lines up right here. So bam. We'll do the stand test with all of them so you can see how tall it is compared to everybody else. So excuse the background, but I can't get them to stand up at all. So I got this one to stand up, which I'm surprised because it's very top heavy. So I'll just put each one next to him. That's how tall he is compared to Xavier. How tall he is next to Marvel Girl. McTaggart. Oh, she's kind of short. Magneto. Get Wolverine to stand up straight now. Wolverine's actually a short guy, so I'd be surprised if he has some height over, because he's smaller than Jean Grey. Shorter. Not smaller, but shorter. And, yeah, look at him. Cheese, like a little picture. Take a picture for school, cheese. We got Cyclops is the last one after the Omega Sentinel. Tall. And then if Cyclops get his feeding right. Should have did that before. Should make sure everybody had their feet together. I'm so sorry, you guys. That was so horrible of me. Anyway, there it is. So yeah. Top heavy, try Sentinel. Is it worth it getting actually with the tripod out the way so we get them all lined up right? Is it worth getting all of these guys, which separately cost 20? I believe it was $28.99. I could be wrong. Might be 20. Might be 29. 99 a piece. Is it worth getting all of them just to get this? If you're an X-Men fan, yes. If you're not an X-Men fan, no. If you are a action figure collector, yes. If you are not, no. I am loving the new X-Men storyline. When I started reading comics back in 2016, X-Men were one of the few comics I was reading. But I felt as though they weren't connecting with one another between each book that had X-Men title, and it was just going all over the place. When Hickman started doing this, I want to say 2019, maybe 2020, beginning 2020 before the pandemic, he made everything amazing. Go to your local comic book store, pick up Jonathan Hickman X-Men House of H and X, House of X and House of H, I think the other one was. Get them. You can see the last video I did. That stuff is in the background, about to go upstairs. But yeah, also what I wanted to show you guys was, I don't know how, but I wound up getting 2 Wolverines. How can you get this Wolverine that I will not unbox, not open up at all, leave in package, won't even open up the bottom to damage the bottom? How can you get him? Like, subscribe. Let's get to 100 subscribers. Check out the video I did before this video, and let's get to 100 subscribers. Comment down below what you think about the videos I do, what I could be doing better, if I should be doing more frequently. And yeah, like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers before I do any like promotion to like, okay, so-and-so won, what did you want to get? And once we get to 100 subscribers, I'll probably do a video to like go into depth what I need for you guys to do. As far as that being said, I've been Kev, you've been you. Let's stay in tune.